So next we got more Gears of War. I personally don't know why Microsoft is still making Gears games. Personally, I think they should let the Coalition just make a brand new IP because they could pull it off easily.
Easily. Well, I think especially now that we have BioWare, or what's left of BioWare, making Anthem for, PS4, I think it's time Microsoft came to the table and made their own Destiny counterpart. And I think the Coalition would be like the best people to do it, honestly.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's best if people just don't copy Destiny.
No, I don't mean copy it but I mean in terms of a massive multiplayer online game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying simply on that measure, I think Microsoft needs something like that right now. And Halo is great for PvP, but you don't have a lot of big open world PvE stuff. And I think the Coalition might be a good company to take that on for Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean they could probably nail a single player though too. I think they'd be perfectly capable of that because people love the single player in the Gears games. But I won't lie though, the Gears 5 trailer did look pretty good. I won't lie, I kind of almost got a little choked up at the beginning, even though I had no idea who the character was. I thought the voice acting and
they've always knocked it out of the park with the voice acting.
Yeah, it looked really compelling and interesting. I've never been a Gears fan, but it does look decent. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for it, but I'll say this, they cannot relaunch the multiplayer as broken as it was with Gears 4 again.
No, I mean, it's like what, we say in the industry, it's like you can, I forget the exact term, but basically you can screw up once, but you can't do it again. It's like you can't make the same mistake twice. You can
the game industry is not forgiving.
No. You have
Gamers
to address
do not forgive easily.
They'll give you one mistake. They'll give you one mistake. They'll give you like one chance to redo it, but they won't give you a second. No,
after that, you screw up the second time, they'll never trust you again, no matter how good you do it.
Valve.
Yep. Then we'll move on to Gears Tactics here. It's apparently basically Halo Wars, but it's with Gears. But apparently it's only coming to PC, and that's been pissing off some Xbox fans, which I can see why. I've been hearing lately about rumors that Microsoft wants keyboard and mouse support for the Xbox One. In some ways that's cool, but in some ways I don't like that. When it comes to like strategy games, but I think it's going to be up to the developers to implement that, I think is maybe what I heard, which is good. Because I don't want people playing games like Battlefield 5 and Xbox One with a keyboard and mouse while the rest of us are using controllers. Because when you have a keyboard and mouse, you have a significant advantage over everybody else.
Well, here's my take on that. I don't have an issue with, multiple control options in a console. Like, I don't have I'm not opposed to the idea of a console having keyboard support, but I think for the sake of multiplayer fairness, I think it would make more sense to make that exclusive to the campaign. I just don't see it working in the multiplayer setting because, like you said, there would be a natural disadvantage because of the accuracy of keyboard and mouse. Mouse is simply just way more accurate than controller. And while I may know some Call of Duty pros that make the controller work, I think no one's going to argue that PC controls are just superior.
Oh my god! In some ways, I feel like they're better with FPSs. When it comes to third person, I prefer a controller. Like period.
Same. When it comes to the adventure games, I would agree. The simplicity is better.
Yeah.
I hate the Batman Arkham Asylum port in PC. I hate it. And
really? I have it. One's fine.
It's optimized well, but I mean in terms of controls. It's a control nightmare. I cannot,
for the keyboard and mouse.
Yes. I cannot play it on keyboard at all. Like whenever, and this is kind of going on a side tangent, but I'll keep it simple. When I throw a batarang, which is one of your most crucial tools in your kit in the Batman games, it's supposed to be like a remote controlled thing, and it's supposed to use your mouse to throw it in a certain direction. The mouse is so resistant to moving it side to side. It's like shooting a straight arrow. It's very hard to adjust. So my workaround was I had to put in my Xbox for Windows controller, and I had to play it with a controller. That was the only way I was able to beat the tutorial level. If I have to swap to a different controller to simply beat a tutorial, then your game isn't optimized well.
No, for keyboard mouse, no, it's not. I totally agree. So gamers definitely aren't happy about Gears Tactics going only to PC, but who knows? Maybe they'll eventually bring it over to consoles if they give that keyboard and mouse support, because then there's no excuse at that point. But then they announced Gears Pop. This one caught me off guard. Apparently, I think it's going to be a free-to-download mobile game or something like that, and automatically no interest, anything. I
saw that conference. Everyone just like went dead silent. I think there was like one guy who applauded, and that was it.
Yeah, that fanboy alert right there.
That was almost as bad as. Did you see? And I'm skipping a little bit. But did you see that Star Wars Battlefront conference when they announced the new DLC heroes?
I might have seen it. I know
they announced like 3 new heroes. I know you. Well, you may not be into Battlefront 2. I don't know, but. No. Well, basically, they announced 3 new heroes. It was like Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan, and like someone else. General Grievous. And when it got to the 4th one, which was Count Dooku, the villain from Episode 2, the prequel, everyone was dead silent. Like, not a single person clapped. There was one guy who like coughed all the way in the back. If you're hearing like that one fat dude in the back cough, then you know that conference went badly.
Yeah, EA just seems to have a bad history with that.
True, but it reminded me of that mobile announcement where just no one had any appreciation for it. No one cared.
Yeah, no one cares about mobile games, especially the hardcore gamers.
You don't go to a console announcement ceremony presenting a mobile game.
No, it just doesn't work. In some cases, I mean. With Bethesda, like with Fallout Shelter, they got a little bit of excitement.
But that would be like putting a Fallout 5 trailer or Fallout 76 trailer in front of an Angry Birds game. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I just think it's best to avoid altogether.